Good morning, everyone. It's September 30th. We got the last trading day of the month of September, which means we got monthly candlesticks after today's trading session. Let's get into this price action. So we could see on Thursday, we could see this Thursday VWAP from Thursday the 19th has been a key level. We broke above it, traded under, reclaimed it, and we've been creating higher highs and higher lows above it. And starting Friday, we're starting to see a little bit of change in character where now we're starting to see the pattern of higher highs and higher lows start to shift to potentially lower lows and lower highs. So if we start to break down in this, break down to this 468, okay, this will be a new low. So potentially what we could look for in this area, this would be this new low that we could potentially shake out. Here it is at 568. So what we could see is potentially move this, get a little bounce, and then start to get trapped, and we get the further profit taking down into this 561 area would be a first key level of interest. 561 is a key area with this VP node. Previous band of resistance could potentially act as support and maybe even pull a little bit deeper into this 558, which is our month to date VWAP. So some key levels to be watching are the break of this 570, potential bounce at 566, and preferably this is where I would like to see a bounce, and that would be where we could potentially see that further profit taking, and then this 5-day moving average starting to act as resistance instead of acting as a guardrail of support. So then potentially if there was a potential play, be looking to anticipate the bounce, monitor the break of this 569 in that area, participate on that break back to 570, ring the register at 566, leave runners down into this month to date VWAP 561, 558 area. So 570, risking $2 for a potential downside of, that's $10, $12. So not aggressive either, because this 5-day moving average is rising, and it brings us to the daily time frame that we just have a little extension in this recent rally right here. So potentially we start to break this 569, pull down to this 566, break this area, come back up, and then this is what would be looking like on the daily time frame, is that potentially then this anchor in this VP area starts to act as resistance, and then that's where we set up this play over here. Is up, rallies back into here, pull in potential area. If we start to rally back up and hold this 471, it could consolidate between 471 to 473. Then this rallies up, this pulls back, and we start to get back above. That's the next play. It's a 572. And then potentially could be looking for something like this in this 472. And then under this 470, 469 area, and for a run up, it's a 474, an upside continuation. QQQ, I got some stuff on this chart here, so let's dive into it. Started with the daily time frame. Already had just sketching this pullback, letting this 20-day moving average catch up. The 50-day moving average is declining, and it's starting to rise. So this is just the anticipated data that now we could start to see that 20-day moving average, 50-day moving average start to flatten and rise. So perhaps this is a rally to a new high above a flat to rising 50-day moving average. Here is your rally to a new high above a flat to rising 20-day moving average, pulls back to it, rally to a new high, as I first stated, to a flat to rising 50-day moving average. Now it pulls back to that 50-day moving average, and that's when our trend can start to continue with our trend alignment of the 200-day, 20-day, and 50-day moving average. The odds are more likely in favor for upside continuation with the trend alignment. So potential scenarios that I'm looking for in the QQQ, it's going to look like the same story, sound like a broken record. Little shakeout into this 481, pull back up, reject Friday, Thursday's VWAP, and this is where we can start to see that failed fast move down into this month-to-date VWAP area at the 569 area. So that's this 569 right here, month-to-date VWAP. Also this 473 area. So maybe it's just a little short sell aggressive tack. Maybe it pulls even deeper into here to this 475, then gets the rally, gets people trapped on the bounce, and gets further profit taking. This is the year-to-date VWAP from this 501. So that would be a potential area as it fills in this VP, maybe fills in this VP area, these two areas, which this would be a pretty deep pullback. But if you see on the intermediate time frame, this would be a previous area of resistance, then acting as support up in this area, and that's this VP node right here. So, and the same thing as in the SPY. If we say we just shake out, start to hold it and get above the two-day and 3-day VWAP, then we got evidence that the buyers are remaining in control. Look to see that shape up something like this, and potentially get that upside continuation and start to see this let the VP catch up into this 489, 487 area and start to see price hold to fuel that push into 496, and then see the NASDAQ make a new all-time high. Hopefully this was helpful.